And a lot has changed since 9/11, when terrorists attacked America. One of the biggest differences across the country is security.
From airports to event venues, companies and governments have upgraded safety measures that are still here to this day.
We didn't check IDs at people boarding. Checked luggage was never, run through any sort of machines to check for explosives.
Michael McDaniel is Associate Dean and Law Professor at WMU Cooley. The retired Brigadier General was the first Homeland Security Advisor for Michigan, who also served at the Pentagon. In his classes, he teaches that lawmakers had to move fast after 9/11 to keep people safe.
One of my big themes on the whole Homeland Security is that, we want the law to follow policy decisions. And in this place, we sort of put the laws in place with little debate and then sort of debated the wisdom of those laws afterwards.
He said that nobody could have predicted that we would still be focused on these laws 20 years later. One of the biggest changes still in effect is the Aviation and Transportation Security Act that President Bush signed into law after 9/11.
The federal government will set high standards, and we will enforce them.
It required federal officials to screen 100% of checked bags, expand the air marshal service, and reinforce cockpit doors. The TSA added explosive detection systems, required people to take off their shoes following a bombing attempt, and also implemented the 311 liquid carry-on rule.
It's liquids and gels, and really it was in direct response to what TSA officials had seen was a threat.
Stephen Clark is the Director of Commercial Development for the Gerald R. Ford International Airport, a place where visitors used to be able to walk right up to the gates to greet their family members and also park right out in front of baggage claim. But now there are concrete pillars there protecting passengers and the building.
We certainly don't want vehicles sitting on the front curb because obviously it is a security item. If a vehicle's unattended, it's difficult to know exactly why it's there or not. But really, at the end of the day, it's all about getting our guests through the facility as quickly as possible.
Before 9/11, airport screenings were fairly limited. GRR was one of 5 airports in the entire country shortly after 9/11 to be part of a pilot program that housed an explosive detection device about the size of a minivan. In fact, it was used there for years.
For the longest time after 9/11, up to the last 2 years, passengers would get their bags checked at the ticket counter, take it over to that detection machine, and then drop that bag off with a TSA rep. And now we've automated that. Now the airline just takes your bag and puts it behind. But yeah, those machines lived out there for a long time and helped serve as a test bed for all of the other machines that were later deployed around the United States.
The airport has 8 TSA stations, and it consolidated 2 concourses into one after 9/11, basically creating this giant security checkpoint. There are also cameras all over the place. New technology is being used, including biometrics and TSA's pre-check screening program.
We're actually helping to try to speed the security process and also increase the overall safety. At the end of the day, bricks and mortar aside, one of the biggest enhancements to airport security is behind the scenes.
More security upgrades could be coming to GRR2, making sure that travelers are safe from potential future attacks. There are 2,000 badge holders at GRR, helping those passengers make it on their flights and to their destinations.
Airport security is a team sport, right? So TSA takes on the big piece of it with the screening, but it begins at the ticket counter. So the idea now is that, in particular, our partners at TSA, in cooperation with us at the airport, we're working together to try to ease that anxiety. What can we do? What technology pieces can we do to make sure that when folks come through the airport, they can get through quickly and safely?
So similar, sometimes hidden upgrades are all throughout Grand Rapids, including major event venues like DeVos Place, DeVos Performance Hall, and the Van Andel Arena. ASM Global, which operates all 3, says that these locations partnered with local law enforcement long before 9/11, so they're still doing that now, but they also work with Homeland Security. Since September 11th, they have made security upgrades due to the changing landscape of live events, including, you can see here, no metal detectors for the public, no bag policies. They also removed exterior smoking areas, redesigning the plazas with built-in security features, upgraded security cameras, and also upgraded access card readers on doors throughout the facilities. There is a full timeline on how the TSA started and how security has been upgraded these past 20 years. You can find it right now on our website, fox17online.com.